Our spotlight story tonight is about the Multi-Agency Communication Center. It's also known as the Mack and houses the dispatchers answering 911 calls for Grant County. Here with the story is Ryan Lancaster.
Most people know that calling 911 means help will be on its way soon. But what happens in those critical moments between dialing the digits and the arrival of emergency services? All emergency calls placed in Grant County since 1995 have been dispatched by the Multi-Agency Communication Center, or Mack. Last month, Mack dispatchers Justin Rowland and Helen Terry visited the Soap Lake School District to talk to students about what their job entails.
So what we're here today is to talk about 911, what we're here for.
Assisted by Soap Lake Mayor Raymond Gravel and local emergency services personnel, the dispatchers had students role-play a couple of scenarios to show what goes on behind the scenes of a 911 call.
Ring, ring.
911, what's the address of your emergency?
In an open field between baseball time.
Terry said the most important lessons they want kids and other callers to learn is to know their location and stay on the line.
Even if you don't know the address or the cross streets, if you know what's around you, a lot of times we can send somebody to help.
Back at the Mack Dispatch Center, securely located in the Moses Lake Armory, Terry shows us around the dispatch floor, where anywhere from 3 to 5 people are on duty 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year.
Okay, well, an officer has already been dispatched, and just go ahead and call us back immediately if anything changes or you have further information, okay?
Hundreds of calls a day are fielded and dispatched to 2 law frequencies and 2 fire frequencies.
100, 150 calls up to 300 and some calls a day. So, and that's just calls for service that we put in. That's not how many calls we take.
Terry explains that every one of those callers gets asked a series of standardized questions depending on the situation.
So that whether they're brand new dispatchers or they've been here since we opened, everybody asks the same questions.
The job of a dispatcher can be stressful, and dispatchers undergo an extensive screening and training process.
Usually that's with a trainer. You sit with them for calls, and then you sit with them for radio before you're ever released to be out on your own.
Mack is currently undergoing some changes. Former Director Mary Allen left the position in March, replaced by Interim Director Millie Tirapelli.
I just retired from Rivercom, which is in Chelan, Douglas County, the 911 center there. And so I was available and could fill this position on a temporary basis.
She and Mack's board of directors have narrowed down a list of 17 applicants for the permanent director position, and 4 candidates will be interviewed by a panel of board members and Mack users.
And then hopefully we'll be able to choose a couple candidates from that who will be referred to the board, the actual voting board, and they'll interview that candidate. So we're expecting that probably around 1st of August or so we'll have someone on board.
For more information on Mack, visit mack911.org.
The biggest thing is just know your location and stay on the phone. Just because we're asking you questions doesn't mean someone else isn't telling the officer or the firefighter or the paramedic where they need to go to help you.
For iFIBER 1 News, this is Ryan Lancaster reporting.
Thanks, Ryan. Stay tuned. We'll be right back after this quick break.